was like, absolutely not. And I am struggling. I'm overdoing it this year. Do you want to say hello? There we go. People gone past. I do a wardrobe swap over. Dining al fresco. Oh, look at that. That's such a what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog, as Molly May would say. I thought we could just have a nice day at home today. What has been going on with the weather in the UK? And I mean that in the best way possible. Oh my goodness, it has been like summer recently, but like the best form of summer because it's still comfortable. Like in the UK, sometimes in our summers, it's been getting worse, obviously, as the years go on. I say worse in, again, the best way possible, but getting like really, really, really hot. Like we've been having record-breaking days in each new year, and it can just get a little bit uncomfortable, mainly because the UK houses aren't built for having heat. So especially a new build house like mine here, obviously they're made with like the latest technology, latest techniques in building, which this house is amazing at keeping heat in, and that obviously benefits us most of the year. But when it comes to summer, it is, yeah, I mean, it is a little bit of a struggle, but we are going to invest in a good like aircon this year. I think Andy and I have both said it's been 4 years now we would have been in this house and we have not invested in a good aircon, so I'm keeping my eye out. If I'm being completely honest, I get quite a lot of emails from different brands that like have offered over the years different aircon units, and I don't know, I just never ended up going with them. But if one comes through this year, maybe we'll give it a go. So I'm just starting my day. I was about to say my morning. It's definitely not. It's 12:32. I've just had an Ocado delivery come through. It is a Tuesday today, and I'm thinking I might do a barbecue this weekend, which is going to be delish. The weather is still saying it's looking nice. That's the one thing that's strange about this weather in the UK at the moment for spring. Like if we get some nice days in spring, that's not unusual. But what is unusual is having a solid forecast. Like I was down the allotment a couple of days ago and I seen an allotment neighbour and he was like, I didn't think we'd be coming down to water stuff in April, did you? And I was like, absolutely not. Going completely off topic with that, I am just doing my hair. It doesn't actually need too much. How nice. It depends like what you guys like, but I always love this wispy, like blow-dried hair. I have the Dyson Airwrap and I do rate it. I really like it. I don't think you'll regret that if you end up buying it. I wish I could compare it to the Shark. The only thing I find with the Dyson for me is I've got quite naturally frizzy hair. So if anyone's got any recommendations for treatments or like leave-in stuff, let me know, because I've been using this for ages. It's literally right at the bottom. When I went to Boots, I was supposed to get a new hair oil, but I didn't ask for recommendations and I didn't know, and this is all I've ever known. It's okay. Do I think it's groundbreaking? Not really. But anyway, the problem with the Dyson Airwrap, like I said, because it's air and it kind of blows your hair, it can be a bit frizzy. So I went on Amazon and I got myself this one. I kept the box so I could show you all. It was one of the cheaper options if you type in heated barrel brush. Like I feel like a heated barrel brush is actually a really old concept. But I decided to go with this one from Remington. I think it was like 20 quid. And yeah, it looks like this. It's dead simple. Literally 2 little buttons just to slide on for number 1 and number 2. And number 1 I think is like 150 degrees and number 2 is like 180. So I always put it on that. And I've been really liking this product. Genuinely just went on Amazon and was like, whatever, like just give me a recommendation. A lot of them you have to read the description because it was a blow dry brush. And obviously I didn't want anything that was blow drying, but this is really nice. So yeah, I will link this from Amazon down below. I literally just decided to buy it and I really like it. So I just pop it through my hair like this. And I mean, I really don't know the best technique. I should probably watch a video on how to do this. But if my cousin Lacey is watching, can you WhatsApp me and just tell me what the best thing is to do? But I just put it through my hair like that to smooth the main bit. And then at the ends, I just keep it rolling. And then it comes out with such a nice wisp. Like you can see, like this is from yesterday when I did a really quick wisp. See that? Like a lovely little bounce. And honestly, you can literally just do, especially if you've got a fringe. I feel like this is such a necessary product to have. And obviously you can flip it outwards or inwards. I think I like flipping it outwards. That's my favorite. But it smooths your hair because of the keratin. And then you just keep rolling it. Rolling, and look at that. Look at that! I absolutely love it. It's made my hairstyling so much easier. Since Callum cut it and layered it for me, I have been a little bit more like making an effort with my hair because I really before didn't have any shape or structure to it. And now only now do I realise how hard it was to keep up with. I definitely do one side better than the other, and this is the side I don't do as well. I am so happy with this product, honestly, like one of the best 20 quids I've ever spent. Anyway, hello everybody. I don't even know if I properly was like, hey, hi, how are you? How are you all doing? Yeah, this is my new hair routine. What are we gonna do today? I've got some stuff that I bought that I want to show you. I've got some new shoes as well that I'm going to show you after this because I've actually brought them up already, and maybe we'll do like making bagels or something. I've had a lot of people request to, I've been sharing over on my Instagram. If you don't follow me over there, I've been sharing a lot about gardening and my allotment and how things are going. Well, not a lot, just an odd picture. And I've had comments and people asking me, being like, Amy, we want to see your allotment. What are you growing? Like, can you do a allotment vlog and gardening vlog? And I plan to do a spring vlog next. So in that spring vlog, it's going to be all very spring. I want to show you what I'm growing. I've got some flowers, I've got veg mainly. Obviously, I want to show you my new greenhouse down the allotment, and it's just going to be a really wholesome, maybe I'll do it on a Sunday so we can have a Sunday roast. Like, it's going to be a very wholesome spring vlog. So if you aren't already, stick around for that. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up in the meantime if you can, because it does mean the world to me. I've just realised this whole time I've had this horrifically annoying eyesore of a box in the background. That's because I ordered blinds, the new ones from Blinds to Go, as you may have seen that I put up in a vlog. They already broke, didn't they? £80 for a pair of blinds. And the bottom like weight bar thing just came clean off. They did send me a new blind, but it did take ages because they're made to measure. And anyway, that's not what I was going to talk about, but that is why that annoying box was there. There we go though, that is much cleaner. Moving on nicely, actually, from Amazon purchase number 1, I mentioned that I had some shoes to show to you. You will not believe the haulage I have right now of some really good shoes for this summer. So I'm so excited to say I am working with Dream Paris on this section of this video. All of these shoes I'm about to show you, you can get on Amazon. And before we get into them, because you are gonna love at least one pair of these, they have also given me a 30-day exclusive discount code. So this is for an additional 5%. So whatever you see on Amazon is the price. You can use this code within 30 days. You will get that additional 5%. If you're watching this outside of 30 days, then they're still good price shoes. Like, none of these shoes are expensive, but an extra 5% is an extra 5%, isn't it? So I have got some amazing shoes to show you this summer. I've already tried a bunch of them on. So I will put the screenshot in here so you can see the listing and you can see the price of the shoes. This is basically like a strappy black heel. And you know what? I do not have one of these. Well, a pair of these, should I say. But I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of these. There's a pair I had from Primark that I bought like 2 years ago in gold that I wear so much. And if I could have got them in black, I definitely would have done, and I think I would have wore them more because I don't always wear gold with outfits. Here is what the pair looks like, but it will be much easier to show you in this try on clip over here because these do lace up the leg. I love a square toe at the front, and this is also a block heel, so these are screaming comfort. The next ones that I have here are these are the sandal versions of these shoes. So as much as I love a heel, sometimes I still cannot be bothered. I spotted these ones. I'm literally starting off with like the tame shoes because I literally got a shoe for every occasion. These are the strappy sandal versions, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually ripped these out of the box as soon as they arrived and was this close to wearing them on Saturday when I went out with Henry for a few drinks because it was super sunny, and these would just go with any outfit. I like how they are zip up at the back, so they're like really structured rather than just having a loose tie. I was very close to getting these shoes in the black version, but I think I will get a bit of wear more out of this colour. These shoes are actually a bit of a designer inspired shoe, I would say personally as well. I think they did these in 4 different colours. You'll be able to see from the screenshot here, but these are the shoes here. Now, if you're not familiar with the Tory Burch sandals. These look very, very similar to Tory Burch. It's not a brand I shop from regularly, but when I seen this, it did remind me massively of it. And I thought getting them in this nice nude colour with the gold actually is a lot more understated, because the black ones, I was that close to getting them. But I kind of like how the gold is a little bit more understated with the nude. I did go mad on the shoes, guys. I really, really, really did. Oh my gosh, are these the next? Hang on. I don't know where to go next. We're gonna go with these ones next. So in spring, I do love wearing boots. This is what's great about spring. You could wear strappy sandals or you could wear full-on knee-high boots. And it just depends on that day in spring, because it honestly can be very different each day. I fell in love with these. These are the most delicious chocolate brown. I love the little toggle tie-ups on these. I won't have a knee-high boot without a toggle tie-up. And two, I just think they look so nice. So they did these in multiple colours again, and I didn't know whether to just go for plain black, but I am so happy I went for this chocolate brown. I've just had a massive clear out as well. That's something we're going to be doing later in this video. Actually, I may do it after lunch with you, but I've had a massive clear out. So getting all of these new shoes is actually so exciting, because it feels like I've fully reset my wardrobe. We're about halfway now, just so you know. I am a shoeaholic. That's part of the terms and conditions here. If you're a shoeaholic, you've just signed up to be with a fellow shoeaholic. I did mention I had a gold pair of shoes, very similar to the first pair that I had, but I don't have any strappy shoes that are silver. So I actually thought that this would be a good addition. So this is the pair of shoes. It is different to the first ones. This one's just got one round ankle strap, and then the heel is not actually as high as the first ones I showed you. Not that the first ones were high, but as you can see, they are quite different. We then have a wild card for the third last pair of shoes, because look, they came in completely different packaging, is because this is a pair of trainers or sneakers. How different are these? I really wanted to give these a go because these were down as running trainers, and I would really like a dedicated pair of running trainers. So I thought I'd give these a go. They are very different for me, because usually with like any trainers I've bought for activity, sport, the gym, the sole is usually a lot smaller. But apparently actually having like a bigger sole is better for running and like impact and everything. I have to interrupt this try on clip. This is the world's most awkward angle, but I've got to tell you, these are the most comfortable trainers I think I've ever worn. It is like cushions. 10 out of 10. I believe these trainers as well, they did for men and women. So any boyfriends in the back? They do have different colours. I may or may not be saving the nicest, craziest, brilliant ones for last, of course, whatever, arguably. I have needed to open these. I was so close to wearing these the other day. As I mentioned, I have an allotment, if you didn't know. I am a gardener, and these are going to be my new gardening shoes. They do them in a black, and then they also did it in like a bottle green, and I really didn't know which pair to go for. I went with black in the end. Black goes with everything, doesn't it? These are so durable. They're like a hybrid between a Chelsea boot and like a Wellington boot, but an ankle strap one. So nice. They've got this little bit of branding on here. These toggles are actually really handy to put the shoe on as well, so they're practical as well as pretty. These are very needed because my other allotment shoes. And finally, the last pair of shoes I have to show you. I haven't even looked at these yet. I did grab the sandals out because I was going to wear them the other day, but these I was like, I'm going to keep a secret for the video. A lot of you will know that I am a big Western fan. Dream Paris only do cowboy boots, but not just any cowboy boots. Oh my gosh, I love these. I love these. Yes, yes, yes please. Yes please, these look incredible. I didn't know which colour to go for, but I thought I'd go with the traditional like Western brown colour. And I'm so happy about it. This embroidery, I love the front. That's very traditional as well. But obviously non-traditional is the like fold over design. But this fold over design has been so popular. But this is just one of the pairs of shoes that Dream Paris do for the Western boots. And obviously this is only a taster of what is on their Amazon storefront. So I will be leaving that linked down below, their main Amazon storefront. I will also be linking my Amazon storefront with a few of these items as well. But more importantly for you to shop, I will be linking each individual item down below. Don't forget, I'm going to flash on the screen again, Dream Paris have given an exclusive 5% extra discount code, so you can put this in on Amazon. You're already going to see the price on there, but you're going to get an additional percentage off, even if there's already sale. I am so glad I have just cleared out my closet because I genuinely wouldn't have enough space for all of these otherwise. Anyway, a big thank you to Dream Paris for working me at the beginning of this video. As a true shoeaholic, it is an absolute pleasure. And now, without further ado, I am extremely hungry. It is 1 o'clock. I'm going to go downstairs, have some lunch, and then I think actually I might just do a last minute bit of organising with you because I got to show you my spare room. Like, I've been ruthless with my decluttering. And then maybe I can find space for these shoes as well because I did clear out loads of space. Lunch is served. First bit of dining, al fresco. I've got my lovely little, I made this up. This is from Home Bargains. And then I got all these little violas actually at B&M in the garden centre section. There was a big tray of them for £4.50. So I made this up. I love the basket. There's so much more going on in the garden. But like I said, I'll probably do an official spring vlog. But look how yummy this is. This is sockeye salmon, smoked salmon from Ocado. And then we've got some eggs and mixed seeds, avocado. Oh, it's like 2 o'clock and I haven't had anything to eat and I've been for a run today. So this is very, very needed. Absolutely demolished. Sorry, pig. There was none for you. But you had your own lunch. We gotta go upstairs now, pig. Finish doing some sorting out. I absolutely inhaled that lunch and now I've immediately made a cup of tea. I usually am like, give it a minute to digest, but honestly, I'm absolutely ravenous this morning. When I run as well, I like to run without having breakfast. I generally just don't eat breakfast. I'm just that person. I don't believe in the whole, it's the most important meal of the day and stuff like that. I eat very nutritious, like lunches and then dinners. And I do eat a nice big dinner. So I rather have a big dinner than have a breakfast and then like a normal dinner, if that makes sense. So I still don't under eat in a day. I just prefer to have 2 larger meals than 3 smaller meals, if that makes sense. Anyway, we're in a room that I don't usually film in. This is my spare room. And if I'm honest, like Andy and I, this house is starting, this is no secret, I've spoken to you guys before about this, but this house is starting to feel like it's getting too small for us. And that's not in an ungrateful way whatsoever. Obviously, we are so lucky to have this size house as our first home and being able for us to achieve that. But the reality is our business, like I now work from home and have a business. He has his own business and we work from home. And actually, by the time you work out that I need my workspace and he needs his workspace, and then we want to have living space, that's actually a larger proportion of space. And like Andy, you know, I've already said to him about looking at premises and stuff like for his business and that. And with me as well, this is kind of a little bit of what I'm about to do now. Since going full-time on YouTube, obviously I'm making a lot more content, which also means that I have a lot more stuff coming through the door. And I am struggling. Like, I've always been a fairly minimal person, and I take that minimal word lightly, don't get me wrong. I don't have like one item of clothing and then like each flipping, what are they called, coat hangers one after another, like that much of a gap. It's kind of the dream, but I do have a lot of stuff and I like to keep it as minimal as possible. And when I take into account how much stuff I have coming through the door and what a shopaholic I am, I actually have quite a minimal collection. So on that note, I have got, you can probably see one back here, but there is actually 3 bin bags full there of stuff that is going to the charity shop. One is full of shoes, entirely a declutter of shoes, as I mentioned when I was showing you Dream Paris. And then the other 2 are genuinely loads of bags of clothes and like new with tag clothes and everything. If you guys didn't know, I do have a Vinted, so selected items that, you know, mainly stuff that I've bought that has got brand new with tags on it and things, I will sell on there because I like to recoup some money back from that. But this stuff, like, don't get me wrong, this stuff is still going to make charity shops a lot of money, which is why I like donating. I like doing the split. Honestly, I probably keep about 10% of stuff to sell and then the rest of it goes to the charity shop. One, because I don't have the physical time to list a ton of stuff, and 2, because I want to, mainly, really. I take it to a specific charity shop that I like that's called For the Pets in Bristol, and it supports like the different animal welfare sanctuaries that are local to me, and then like Bristol Dogs and Cats Home, which I support as well. In fact, I need to drop a donation to them. I completely forgot about that. I will have to do that at least like as latest of next week. And then, yeah, I'm dropping this stuff to that charity shop, so that can work. We do another charity shop run. I did it before with you guys in a vlog. So yeah, I've got 3 bags ready to go here, and then what I am going to do is I brought this down from the attic. I love these IKEA bags. They're amazing. So I have actually got another one on the go. I don't know where I put it. Which is going to have all of my winter clothes put in it, but I do a wardrobe swap over because I just don't have enough space. I have to have a autumn winter wardrobe and a spring summer wardrobe, and I feel like now is the time to bring all of the spring summer clothes out. Now I really hope I don't say that and then the weather completely turns. And that is what all of this stuff is in here. But before I put this directly into my wardrobe, I want to go through it, and obviously if there's anything that I want to donate, it makes sense to do it right now. Oh, I remember buying this because I think I seen Gigi Gorgeous. I don't really follow Gigi Gorgeous anymore, but I seen Gigi Gorgeous with this top on, and it's from Victoria's Secret. And it's actually part of a 2-piece set that was for nightwear, but I've worn it out so many times with jeans and I do really like it. But yeah, this is a Victoria's Secret top. I do like this. Again, I just don't gravitate towards pink, but I really don't want to get rid of this. Also, I need to try on this dress because I did a massive clear out of my dress section and I was ruthless. Like, it broke my heart to get rid of some beautiful dresses, but I just don't wear them. But I got this dress, which was actually made, like I think it was made to measure from, yeah, JJ's house when I worked with them, and I've just never reached for it because I've never had an occasion to. It's not that I don't, you know, literally 90% of the stuff in those bags is not that I don't like something, it's that I'm just being ruthless because I wouldn't wear that style of item. But anyway, I need to try this on. How lovely is this dress? I'm thinking maybe like a birthday dress or something this year, but I need to try it on because I do remember it being kind of short. But anyway, I'm going to put you on a time lapse. I'm going to go through this bag and I'm going to add to the donation pile anything that can be donated.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin.
Right, I've got that stuff to try on over there, and oh, I mean, look at this, like brand new with tags from H&M. That's a set. I'm gonna put this with my country stuff though, because I think I'll end up wearing that. But like, look at this top. The thing is, if I'm unsure on something, that makes me think that that should be a no to me. This top is from Anthropologie. It is absolutely beautiful, but I just don't really wear designs like this. But then I'm like, do you know what? In Thailand, this might look really beautiful, but then also in Thailand, am I going to want semi-long sleeves? I don't really know. And then other stuff, like look, this is literally, I bought this last year, showed you it in a Primark haul. It's one of these denim skirts, brand new with tags still on it. That's literally £15 I could have returned. But this is one of those skirts, and I just don't think I'm ever going to gravitate towards it. I remember trying it on thinking, oh, that looks really nice, but the reality is I don't like skirts. Rita Ora top, granted I got this in the sale, but this was still £6, down from 12, still got the tags on. But see, stuff like that, I probably won't bother, like I wouldn't sell that on Vinted. I'd just put that in the charity bag because even though it's new with tags, it is only Primark and I'd rather the charity make the money. I've just realised this is a horrific time to have tried stuff on because obviously I've just had my lunch and I'm quite bloated now. So I'm going to have this tea and then, oh my gosh, actually, speaking of clothes, don't shoot me. I had a delivery and it's of 2 pairs of jeans that, oh my goodness, I got to show you. Oh, I've got to take this off first because now the sun's come back out. Well, it didn't really go in, but it's been hot, cold, but oh my gosh, you guys, I made an impulse purchase from a brand I have never bought from before. Wrangler. Now, do you know why I happened to come across Wrangler? Is because they did a collaboration with Lainey Wilson. How did I not know about that? So I went on, quite a lot of the collection was actually already sold out, but if you are not a country fan, I'll break it down for you. Lainey Wilson is the bell-bottom queen. She's literally got a bar in Nashville called the Bell-Bottom Bar, I believe it's called, because she's known for her incredible outfits and her bell-bottoms. Like, she rocks the bell-bottom. She is the bell-bottom queen. So when I seen Wrangler were doing a collection, I was like, how did I not know about this? Now, Wrangler jeans is not cheap. So I think they're the same company as, not Levi's. Is it Levi's? No, one of the biggest jean brands anyway. But I got a couple of pairs. I'm only keeping one pair, which is actually these ones, but I will show you the other ones because they are incredible. And I'm like, I haven't been able to try them on because I got them in the wrong size, because they're all done in US sizes. So I got this in a 31 waist, and that's my correct size with non-stretchy jeans. But this is the pair of jeans. So look, it comes with the thing here that says Wrangler X Lainey Wilson, and it's also on the tag, and then also it is stitched inside there. I kind of wish this was stitched on the outside, not gonna lie. The quality of these is incredible though, so I understand why the price is what the price is. These are proper jeans that are gonna last you a lifetime. But this is the pair of jeans here. So it's got the studs on the front, and then they go all the way down, and then they are bell bottom. Oh my goodness gracious me. Studs all down the side, and then on the bum they have got the studs here as well, and then of course they have got the signature Wrangler in rose gold there. I do wish it had something permanent on the outside that said Lainey Wilson. Like I said, that would be, that stitching I would love on the outside. But these are so nice. They are such a collection staple for me as a country fan. Then the other pair, I am kind of gutted because you guys, can you see the print on here? I am kind of gutted because these are incredible jeans. They were more expensive, and clearly because look at the embroidery on these jeans, and they flare. I don't know if those are, I don't know if these are bigger, they possibly might be, but look at the pattern. This is not usually a style I would go with, but because it's Lainey Wilson, and I just think that could be styled so nice with like literally any one of these colours as a western like bandana top, and then obviously even a matching belt that's like baby pink or something. Oh, I love these. If I come all the way back and show you, I unfortunately cannot show you these on because they just don't fit. I got them in a 30, not a 31. But yes, at least I get to save some money, because if these both fit, I probably would have just been like, I need both of them. And as you can see from the theme of me literally showing you clearing stuff out, I am a very ruthless person when it comes to orders, like especially my Primark haul. Every haul you'll see on this channel, do not be thinking I'm keeping every single thing. I am a serial returner, and it's perfect because it allows me to make the content that I need. Something I don't particularly like maybe on in a haul, you might look at and think, oh my gosh, I've been looking for something just like that. So it is kind of a win-win situation, and then obviously clothes aren't getting wasted, etc. I know in Primark anyway, they just put the clothes back on the shelf. They just get sorted and then they go back on the shelf. So there's absolutely nothing lost at all on that. But as you can see from also what I've just shown you with still the tags on, I do end up keeping a lot of stuff when I even shouldn't. But I'm so excited about those Wrangler jeans. I will link anything I've spoke about in this video, from the hairbrush to the shoes to the jeans. I will link it all down below, because I know how it is when I'm watching someone's video. If I see something and I'm like, I'm just making it easy for you shopaholics as well. Wow, what a scruff. And that is because I have been grafting, you guys. Since we last spoke, I have sorted so much out. So I did do my wardrobe swap over. I mean, sorry, look how stunning it is at the moment. I'm getting massive patches of sunlight like that, and it's lovely. And it might be a little bit loud because I've got all the windows open and the road has got very busy all of a sudden. How nice is it when you have all the windows open? I've got my beauty room, I've got the spare room, and I've got my bedroom windows open, and the house is just, oh, it's just so fresh with the cool air, but it's warm. It's just so perfect. So anyway, let me turn the camera around. I put away like 3 loads of washing that were just conjuring on the floor here. And then in here, I have sorted out all of my clothes. Yes, I did keep this one. I'm going to give myself a window. I very regularly clear out my stuff anyway. Whenever a charity bag comes through our door, which happens fairly often, I use it as an excuse just to run through my wardrobe, and then I donate directly then, and it's perfect because the charity picks it up from my doorstep, so there's no excuses. I've put my Dream Paris shoes down here. I've put the sandals and these ones, and then the boots and that are in the spare room because that's where I keep all of my boots because I've only got minimal space here. And yeah, the wardrobe's turned over for all of the summer clothes, and then the spare room as well. I have sorted this out tonight. Andy and I have got to put our TV back on the wall, hence why there's an empty bracket there. There's Jerry's Easter egg. I actually better put that somewhere safer because if that gets in the sunlight, that is gonna melt. But yeah, the TV's on the floor over there. So the room is fully sorted, fresh bedding and everything. The room is sorted. I gave my beauty room a good vacuum, and I've organised my bunches of stuff that I've still got to film. So that's all organised, ready for the week. And yeah, there's actually a load of washing downstairs that I was meant to put on the line and I totally forgot. So I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow now because I think it's already gone 5 o'clock. I actually don't even know. I've not got my phone. I have no idea what time it is. I did want to make bagels with y'all today, and they don't take that long. So should I do it or should I leave it for another time? I'm not sure. Let's go downstairs first and then I'll decide. Woo, it's so warm down here. It is so warm. Oh my gosh. 10 to 5. Oh, there's the sausage dog. Here is the sausage dog. The sausage dog. Oh, he's so warm. I think Jerry's been sat in the sun. Do you want to say hello? No, you just want to look out the window and hope that someone goes past so you could bark your head off. I love you. I'm eating your ear. I didn't mean to do that, sorry. There we go. People gone past, and now he can get angry. Why? They're on the other side of the road, simply walking, minding their own business. Oh my gosh, he's like a hot water bottle. This is not ideal in this weather. The reason I wanted to make bagels is because I actually got sent these incredible, I don't even know what you would call them. Seasonings, I suppose. Definitely seasonings. And this is by the company called The Goat. And they literally reached out. I actually am malfunctioning at the moment. The owner reached out on email. They're a small business and they're actually based in North Somerset, which is so exciting that it's like a local business to Bristol. So of course he was like, can I send you some seasonings? I was like, of course you can. They actually have their very own version of the everything but the bagel seasoning. I did get mine on Amazon and I did not know these guys did it. I mean, it looks like an incredible mix. So this is like your classic New York bagel seasoning. Oh, it says it's smoky as well. Then he also sent over some other bits. So he sent the Tex-Mex I used to say fiata, but now Andy keeps correcting me and I say fajita, and it is fajita, I believe. Tell me how you say this, fiata or fajita? Fiata is option A, fajita is option B. Leave it down in the comments which one you say. I used to say option A, but now I say option B. I think that's correct. This is the brand, The Goat. So I will leave their website link down below. They are a small business, so yeah, these are also very generous, extremely generous packages of seasoning. This one I am so excited about. We haven't had a roast since I've received these, but this is the Herbie roast potato, crispy and crunchy seasoning. This looks delightful. And then finally, I need some recommendations of what I can use this on. This is the Happy Valley Ranch seasoning. And I am obsessed with ranch. I love ranch, but I wouldn't know what to season ranch. Oh, salad dressing and seasoning. I've never thought of putting this on a salad, but maybe it is like meant to be dry. Oh yeah. Creamy, tangy, and packed full of herbs and flavors. Sprinkle on chips, popcorn, meat or veggies as a seasoning, or mix up into a dip. That's such a what? Okay, I am very excited about this one now. Might actually use this at the barbecue this weekend. Well, I could use the Tex-Mex on some meat as well, couldn't I? And then do some potatoes as well. Thank you very, very, very much to The Goat for sending over these. I am excited, and that's why I'm like, do I make bagels right now? They're so easy to make, but it's more like preheating the oven and it being hot and that sort of stuff. So I'll probably do it in the next video. My daffodils are looking so beautiful. They're right behind you. It has been like a heat wave this evening, honestly. Probably have to go down the allotment and water. Probably have to go in the garden and water. I didn't open my greenhouse today. Thankfully this morning it wasn't too hot, but I hope my plants are okay. I'll have a quick look. Oh, I hope it's okay. Oh yeah, they're fine. Oh my gosh, it is hot in here. This is like an oven. So yeah, I've got a bunch of courgettes. This isn't even half of my seedlings. A lot of them are down the allotment in my actual full-size greenhouse. But these guys here, I've got a line, so I don't know if you can see behind there. This is 3x3 basically, this seedling tray. I've got 3 Ichiyakuri plants. Ichiyakuri. I'll put the actual name, I'll put the seed on the screen so you can see what I'm on about, but this is what I'm growing. I'm growing this because of Jessie on plot 37. I am obsessed with her vlogs. It's Tuesday today, cannot wait. She does a video every single Tuesday and posts it, and I am the first to watch her, I swear. Her allotment is incredible and she's so knowledgeable about plants. I've learned so much from Jessie. So she is the reason, she's the reason I try a lot of things, but she's the reason I'm trying the Ichiyakuri squash. So I've got 3 of those guys, and then the other 6 plants here. These are baby boo pumpkins. I will put a picture on the screen over here. How beautiful are baby boos? They're little pumpkins. They're probably about the size of sort of your fist, maybe a bit bigger, and they're white pumpkins, and they're gonna climb. So I'm gonna have them climbing either up the allotment, or I bought this archway the other day, and at the moment I've got some sweet peas that are gonna grow up there, but sweet peas won't last for ever, so I'm thinking by the time the sweet peas are done I can plant out the pumpkins, but I'm that might be too late, so if it is I'll have to put them down the allotment. But I kind of really want them here because I think it's gonna look beautiful. These are all tomatoes. I need to bring those to my nan. These are grown from seed that I bought when we were in Italy. And then these are last minute courgettes. These are the rondini courgettes, so I think I've got 3 of those. I've got some black beauties, and then I've got a different variety of courgettes as well. I've got also this one, the all green bush courgette. So I've done a lot of courgette plants this year. I'm gonna give a couple away, but I want a ton of courgettes at the allotment. Like, everyone warned me, don't worry, don't sow that many courgettes because you'll get loads of courgettes off of them. Honestly, I'm the biggest fan of courgettes, so I want a million courgettes. Plus I can then give them away, because I found last year I literally only got like 6 off of 4 plants in total, so I'm overdoing it this year. I'm gonna leave that open, and then down here we have also got my peas coming up. Not as many are coming up as I thought. I'm going to the garden centre with Nan tomorrow, so I might pick up some plug plants just to crack on with some peas. These are all leeks. These are violas. Then here, I don't know what has happened to my filled beans or broad beans, but these have germinated, but they've all like rotted and died off. I have never seen that before. Thankfully, I've got some very healthy ones down here in my root trainers. So this door is really annoying. These are looking very, very healthy. So I've got some broad beans, but weirdly, literally only, hang on, were these peas? Oh no, that was my second batch of broad beans. I have no idea why most of these have not germinated. And it seems like this batch, oh, hang on a minute, that's because these are peas. The broad beans haven't, oh no. Well, it looks like I might get one broad bean plant, but the rest of them are just doing nothing. By the looks of it, I'm gonna be okay for peas, but broad beans are a no-no. Yeah, so I'm excited for this growing season. I am gonna be doing, as I said, the next vlog more gardening focused. But honestly, if gardening's not your thing, I still really encourage you to click and watch, because I was never into gardening 12-18 months ago, and now I have my own allotment and I am on my second growing season. It's honestly something that can become so addictive, and obviously, I don't know, I always just thought gardening was for like older people, but no, honestly, I take so much satisfaction from growing, from getting my hands in the earth. It honestly is one of the biggest anecdotes that de-stresses me at the moment. Whenever I'm stressed, if I go down my allotment or I do some gardening and take some time out, wow, your mental health just absolutely skyrockets to the best place. Like, it is one of those outlets that I think until someone tells you that you should give it a go, you don't realize how much you kind of need to be in touch with the earth. I've always like heard about tree hugging and all of that stuff and thought, wow, that's so hippie and like that can't be real or whatever. But I genuinely am telling you, as human beings, time in nature and time touching and like physically being in contact with nature is such oh my gosh, it's powerful. So I take so much pleasure in it. And then because I am a foodie, this is why I love mainly growing vegetables, because when you eat your own produce, again, that is something else. I love making a meal. So like when my leeks were in season, I would come home and plan a meal with my leeks. When the peas were coming up in the pods, these peas do not taste like shop bought peas. You cannot buy the taste of pulling a pea off of its pod and eating it raw. It is absolutely delicious. It's so sweet. I used to just wander out, grab a pea pod off of the plant, rip it open and just eat the peas as a snack. It is divine, which is why I'm not too sad that there's plenty of peas this year. A lot of those peas out there are actually seed that I saved from my plant last year. Anyway, I said I wouldn't talk about gardening a lot in this video, but that's a little taster. Next vlog, I will do a fully dedicated, like, hang out with me, spring, gardening, goodness, wellness, exciting, happiness, and all of that. So I think this vlog is going to be very, very long. If you've made it all the way to the end, then cheers to you. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I've got so much done. All of those links of the bits and bobs I've showed you today will be down in the description box. Don't forget about Dream Paris, that 5% off extra. But yeah, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I'm gonna go ahead and leave my latest upload over here for you guys, as well as my vlogs playlist. If you wanna just spend some more time with me, see what I do in my life, that will be over here. And obviously don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And I will see you in a couple of days' time. Ciao!